It is no doubt that we're in tough economic times in Nigeria at the moment. With the biting state of the economy and the biting cost of living, the normal thing anybody would love to do is to think of cutting costs. Yes, it's good for you to cut costs, but while you are cutting costs, you also have to think of the next thing, which is how to make more money for yourself. Now, you would say that how person want take make money for this kind of economy? Maybe say money no dey. I will be teaching you how you can plant your own monetary in tough times. Now the economy is tough. People barely can make ends meet. Shapa, or what's it called? Sapa is sapaying people. Shege is shaking people. And all hope is not lost because this is the video you need. If you take action, if you execute all the things I'll be sharing with you in this video, you too plant your own monetary, and you won't just give people fish, you teach people how to fish. So one of the things you would do if you're in business, if you're a thought leader, you're a content creator, whatever you do, we all know that visibility is very important. Visibility is an important tool in whatever you do. Even as a career person, you need to be visible in your office. You need to your solutions, the value you add has to be visible in your organization before you be promoted, before your salary can be increased and stuff like that. So we all need to be visible, whether as a career person, as a business person, in whatever you do, you need visibility because your visibility has been said to be more important than your ability. Yes, it's good to have competence, but if your competence is not visible to those who employ you, or the solution you have is not made available, is not made accessible, those who are in need of it won't be able to access it and they can't make money, they can't pay you for it. So that's why it's very critical. So one of the ways, this series will be in different episodes, but one of the ways you can plant your own monetary is to embrace visibility. And so some of the points I'll be sharing with you will be drawn from an acronym I've called Visible, VISIBLE. V in this context stands for be vocal about your expertise. This is not the age of being silent. This is not the age of being a silent expert. In whatever industry you are in, you're a caterer, you're an event planner, you need to be vocal about what you can do. You need to be confident in your competence. You need to embrace confidence about your competence. This is not the area to be shy about what you can do. This is not the area to be saying, I don't need to do video, I don't need to write, I don't need to post on social media, because I've met a lot of people who are not vocal about their competence. Now, I've consulted for entrepreneurs, I've consulted for young personal brands that they have a lot of competence, they have a lot of expertise, they are good at what they do. The name recognition, isn't there because they are not vocal about their expertise. I know as Africans, we've been told that if you talk about what you do, it means you are proud, it means you are arrogant, it means you are not humble. But when it comes to marketing, talk is very important. If you are good at something, if you are good at, a subject matter, for example, let's say you are good at talking about wealth creation, why not talk about it? We're in an age where we have all the resources that will help us amplify our expertise when it comes to social media. Now, in those days, we had gatekeepers who are the individuals, that controls how the media works. You understand? In those days, if I write a book or if I have a song, I have to take my song to radio stations, I have to take it to TV stations, I have to probably beg or pay them to be able to play my song. Now, you don't necessarily have to do that. There are a lot of songs that have become hit songs via social media marketing. So you need to be vocal about your expertise. You need to be vocal about what you do. Don't be shy. Don't be apologetic about your competence. You need to step into the spotlight and be vocal about your expertise. Refuse to be silent. Silence is very dangerous when it comes to brand building and gaining visibility. If you want to create wealth, you have to make sure your products and services are prominent to those who will need it. Refuse not to be quiet. I stand for increase your income. So when we're talking about how you can thrive in tough times, how you can plant your own monetary in tough times, it's very important for you to think of increasing your income. And when you think about how you want to increase your income, I'm not saying you should do things outside of your strength zone. And what I mean by strength zone is that your talent, abilities, competence, and what you can do. You understand what you are gifted in, what you are knowledgeable in, that is normally with your experience, that is normally with your talent and stuff like that. I'm not saying you should go outside of that zone, but what I'm trying to tell you is that even within your area of strength, you can still increase your income. For example, there's a concept called the palm tree concept. And the palm tree concept, or the palm tree framework, is about how the palm tree maximizes what it has to create value. So the palm tree, no part of the palm tree is a waste. From the palm tree, you get palm wine. From the palm tree, you get palm kernel, you get palm oil, you get palm fronds and stuff like that. So look at your competence, look at your expertise, look at your talent. You can create wealth from it. For example, if you are a teacher in secondary school who teaches commerce, who teaches economics, and you are passionate about financial freedom, you can start doing videos like this. You can start speaking at events. You can write a book. You can start teaching people how to create wealth. You can start speaking at events. You can organize webinars on how people can create multiple streams of income in tough times. That's an example. Secondly, if you're a wealth creation expert, rather than just, or for example, if you're an accountant, rather than just, working with just an organization and offering your skill for just an organization, you can convert it into, something I've called a multiplier effect that will help you reach out to more people. You need to learn how to reach out to how your money can be multiplied when the multitudes come in contact with it. Now, what you have adds value, but you need the multitudes because the multitudes will help you multiply your money. So you need to be able to reach out to more people. The reason why best selling authors are best selling authors is because they sell to a large number of people. So that's in which you do. How can you reach more people? Think about it. If you're thinking about increasing your income, you also have to think about how more people can come in contact with what you have or what you value, what the value you bring to the table. How can more people come in contact with the value you create? That is very important. So that is on the level of increasing your income. It's very critical for you to increase your income in tough times. You are a writer. You can think of writing more books. You can think of teaching about that book you've written, organizing a webinar. If, for example, you've written a book about how to sell books to more Nigerians, rather than just leaving it on that level, you can now organize webinars. You can now have an online course where people can learn how they can create that wealth. It's very critical. The next point is S. S stands for strategic partnerships. In the school of success, one is too small a number to make impact. Now, I spoke about you reaching out to the multitudes. You can't reach out to the multitudes when you are not available and accessible. What that also means is that you have to strategically partner with those people who can elevate your brand. Now, in the music industry, there has been a lot of collaboration that have elevated some personal brands in that industry. Now, look at Spyro. Spyro did Who's Your Guy? First released the song. The song was doing averagely well, but it was not until when he collaborated with Tiwa Savage that song gained momentum, gained increased visibility, and I think that same song won him an award at the Eddies. Same thing applies to Rema. When Rema sang Calm Down, without collaborating with Selena Gomez, it was just an ordinary song. But it wasn't until when he collaborated with Selena that the song, reached out to more people. So think about it. How can you collaborate with more people in your industry? Because more collaboration, if you can collaborate with people who can elevate your brand, who can make you become better, who can help you reach out to more people, if you are collaborating with them, your reach will increase, your accessibility will increase, your fan base will increase, and that will lead to making more money. Collaboration is so important. Isolation won't help you. Collaboration will help you. Think of collaboration. The next point is identify your niche. Identify your niche. It's been said that there are riches in niches. There are riches in niches. So you have to quit being a Bibo niche kind of person or Bibo niche kind of brand. Bibo niche is, you know, a drug or a pill that tends to that is said to solve every problem. When you have a headache, it solves it. When you have a stomachache, it solves it. When you feel like throwing up, you want to use it to stop it, from making you throw up. So you need to quit being everything to everybody in your business or in whatever you do. You need to choose a niche. Now, a niche is that area or that segment in the market that you want to be the king in or the queen in. That segment in the market you want to occupy. And how do you define or identify your niche? You define your niche through your area of interest. Now, I know a lady on Instagram that she's into photography, but she's not into general photography. She's a specialist and not a generalist. So what she does is, I think her name is Adeso or something. She does photography for strictly children. Children, those who want to have their first first year photo shoot and all that. And so when it comes to photography, parents just think about this lady because she has been able to carve a niche for herself. And there are some people in that same industry that they do just strictly wedding photography. There's people who does event photography. That is creating a niche. Like I said, there are riches in niches. Another thing is you can do is for you to create, something that's called do a market research. Ask people questions. Oh, you've been doing this thing for a while. What do they think you can do? What area do they think you are mostly good at? And focus on it. I want to ask you a question. What would you do in a situation whereby you have a headache and there are two doctors? There's a general doctor who is an expert in everything, and there's a specialist who deals with issues around headache. Who would you likely go for? I'm very sure you likely go for the doctor who deals with issues, around headache, about headache. That should be your approach to identifying your niche. It's very critical. What do you want to be known for in your business, in your area of strength, in your area of competence? What do you want to be known for? What that area you want to be known for is your niche. It's very critical. B stands for boost your reach. Boost your reach. Numbers are important in everything you do. You don't have to be an accountant to know that numbers are critical. Like I said earlier on, that the multitudes are needed in your journey to creating wealth, in your journey to planting your monetary. You need people. So you can't do it alone. So how do you reach more people? Number one, you reach more people through paid advertising. If you have a product, a good product, and you're not selling, there's a high tendency that it's because those who need it can't see it. Those who need that product don't know it's available and they can't access it. So it's important for you to boost your reach through paid adverts, paid Instagram ad, paid um, Facebook ad. It has personally worked for me in my public relations agency. It can work for you too. So you need to boost your reach. You can also think of using influencers who have the attention of individuals or the group of people whose attention you want to get. You also think of influencers who have the numbers and who can help you. Well, it's not just about the numbers, but they have the community of people you want to reach. So think of boosting your reach. It's very important. I know people who have good products and services, but you can have a product and have a good service and be selling to the wrong people. They are selling the right solution, but to the wrong audience. So think of boosting your reach. L stands for learning. Learning. Learning is very critical. Now, I said recently during the Knowledge Bank Summit, which I convened, that the challenge we have in this age, in this time, is not the fact that we don't have access to information. We have the problem of information overload. Like information too plenty. Too much of information is now stopping us from taking the right decisions, is now making us even feel that we know too much, is now even making us more confused because we have too much access to information. Having access to information is not bad, but you need to be able to decipher between the information that can work for you and the information that can't work for you. You need to be able to decipher the information that you need and the information that you don't need at the moment. So you need to learn. You need to learn that. And learning is a currency, because in the journey of planting your own money tree, he said money is a currency. A currency is like a current, it moves. So, and it's been said that learning is continuous. So you have to keep moving, you have to keep sharpening your axe, you have to keep sharpening your expertise, because you need, in this age and time, the rate at which information, it's being circulated. What you know today may not be enough for tomorrow. I'm going to say that again. What you know today may not be enough for tomorrow. You have to continually sharpen your axe. So the final point I'll be sharing with you is execute. Execution is the art of taking deliberate and intentional steps towards a goal or towards what you desire to accomplish. So in your quest towards planting your own money tree, desires alone won't make it happen. Wishes alone won't make it happen. Complaining won't make it happen. You have to take action. The doings count, not just the knowings. Thank you for joining me. Stay blessed.